Hey everybody, Lester with Daydream Games Board Game Society here to talk to you about one of our favorite games, 5 Minute Dungeon. 5 Minute Dungeon is a fast-paced card game for 2 to 5 players, where you're trying to defeat several monsters and traps to make it to the final boss. The game is by Wiggles 3D, the same people who made 5 Minute Mystery. At the start of the game, each player chooses a class and takes the deck of the corresponding color. The number of the players will set the minimum hand size and tell you how many cards you start with. Each class card is double-sided and each character has different abilities. For example, the Barbarian allows you to discard 3 cards to defeat a monster, while the Wizard allows you to discard 3 cards to pause time until someone plays a card. Once everybody has chosen their class, place the boss card in the center of the table and cover the symbols with a number of door and event cards divided by the amount of players and the boss you chose. Then set a 5-minute timer and begin. All players should work cooperatively to match the symbols on the door cards from the cards in their hand. There are no turns, so everyone battles together. This adorable slime needs a runner and an arrow to defeat, so players work together to match and defeat this monster. Some classes have cards that allow you to directly defeat a monster or a person, and there are cards that act as wild cards, like this one. Be careful, those cards are limited, so communicate with your party to use them effectively. Once you defeat all the monsters and obstacles, you have to beat the boss. Each boss gets progressively harder than the last. If you manage to defeat the boss before the 5 minutes time runs out, congratulations! You can set up for the next round, facing the next boss. If not, you have to reset and try again. The art in this game is unique and fun. Each symbol is clear and distinct, so it's easy to tell at a glance what you need. Each class feels different and has a unique style, so we give the art of this game a 9 out of 10. Moving to the components. The components are durable and withstand dozens of playthroughs with little to no wear. The boss cards and character mats are thick, holding up well to frequent use. We give the components an 8 out of 10. For gameplay, we rate 5 Minute Dungeon an 8 out of 10, an extremely easy to learn game. The 5-minute timer adds a high level of difficulty to the game, and the only downside is that while the box says the game is for 2 to 5 players, it's impossible to beat with less than 3 to 4. In our experience, when playing with only 2 players, we usually each grab an extra deck to play with 2 characters each. For replayability, we give 5 Minute Dungeon a 9 out of 10. Each playthrough is different and just as difficult as the last. Overall, we give 5 Minute Dungeon a 9 out of 10. 5 Minute Dungeon is an excellent choice for a game night and is perfect for new and experienced board gamers alike. It has very little setup and each game is a 5-minute timer, so it's easy to play anytime. We'd also like to take a minute to mention the expansion, Curses, Foiled Again. This expansion adds 2 new characters, 1 new deck, which allows the game to hold up to 6 people, and it also includes new curse cards, which can affect things inside the game and outside the game. For instance, there's a curse that makes it so that the timer cannot be paused, and also one that makes it so that you can only say waffles. The expansion also adds some artifact cards that will help you out in the game. These cards are foiled and very pretty. The expansion cards adds a lot of game and this is definitely worth picking up. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and if you have played 5 Minute Dungeon, leave a comment telling us how far you've made it. Bye! My deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba.